Okay. Now we're live. Okay. I'm about to put this in listening only mode right now. Okay. Well, everybody that's actually on this call right now, and this conference will be recorded, but I would not advise you to actually leave this conference call, actually webinar conference call. I call it a webinar conference call. Why? Because I actually gave you my slide of what I'm actually viewing, so that you know that, basically you know what I'm about to talk about, technically. I was going to do this on my computer, however, my computer's actually in the shop, so I decided to think way outside the box and then provide an actual guide that everybody can follow me on. So definitely please have your pen and paper out. You know, if you're live with me on this call right now, man, just go on your Facebook page and type in, I am live with Mimi the Idealist on this call. And if you're my friend, you can tag me in it. Shoot me a message on Facebook, facebook.com/theofficialidealist. So, or you can just look me up, Nene, N-E-N-E-D-O, D-E-D-E-A-U-X, and just add me or just follow me. But yeah, I'm just going to get this call started because I know a lot of people right now, they probably want a replay of this. But what I'm going to go over tonight is something so powerful. Like, man, when I came across this method, I never thought it would actually, I didn't even think this was actually going to work until I started doing it. And I finally found the routine behind it. So if you're actually looking at your study guide download that you got when you registered to this webinar call, you should have downloaded. That would be smart. So definitely what you're looking at now is called Text Marketing Training 101. So I want to welcome you that. I am Mimi the Idealist. Now, a lot of you probably are new and don't know who I am, probably found me on somewhere on the internet, whether it's YouTube, whether it's on Facebook, somewhere. So who is Mimi the Idealist? Well, I'm a visual entrepreneur and artist, meaning I do a lot of visuals. I do graphic designs, videography works, somewhat, and sometimes photography, especially when I feel like it. But a lot of people, they like that type of stuff. They always want me to do their photography work. So, of course, I do photography, mainly that stuff, a lot of visual stuff. So I call myself a visual entrepreneur because I'm a visual person, I am a Hurricane Katrina survivor, thank you God. So I was homeless for almost a year. And this right here was a turning point in my life, because when you're going through a hurricane, especially like Katrina, yeah, it would really knock you on your feet. It's like having a fight against Mike Tyson and you get knocked out and you can't get back up, or you try and get back up but you're stumbling, So I actually, man, it was a blessing to have gone through this, because I am blessed to have gone through this hurricane, because it really showed me how powerful I really am and how much of a survivor I am. And it was just amazing just to experience that. I had limited food, I had limited water, clean water at that. I had no clothes. I came back to my place with no house standing, like everything was wiped out, and I had limited resources. I didn't even have a phone or anything, no electricity whatsoever except a generator. So everything was limited. I actually took a bath in a tin tub. That was reckless. It was like, I feel like the Indians and cowboys. So it was really reckless. But man, it just taught me so much, and during that time, I really fell into, like, over the years, I fell into like a deep kind of stress, maybe depression, you would say, because of that incident and because of that, Hurricane Katrina. And it just left my mindset all over the place. Like, I didn't even know where I was going anymore. Basically, I didn't even have no guidance. I didn't have guidance whatsoever. I it was just, it just left my mindset, you know, basically, excuse my French, but it just left it to shit. I'm just being transparent here. It just left it like I just didn't have nothing. I felt like I had nothing to live for, you know. But so you know, fast forward, I got introduced to internet marketing, this industry, in late 2012 of September. In September, that was by far one of the worst years besides Hurricane Katrina. I've lost numerous of family members to death. I lost my grandfather to diabetes. I lost my cousin. One of my cousins got stabbed to death. I lost my aunt during cancer. Matter of fact, two of my aunts died from cancer that year. And it was just catastrophic to me. It was just like a real downfall for me. It was like one of those downfalls. You know, and not to mention I was going through personal things. I was in and out of relationships, you know, mainly verbal and mental abuse relationships myself. I was going through drug addictions. Oh, man, I can't even count. Oh, yes, you would look at me and you would never thought I went through such things like that, Joe, but I was in and out of, because I was doing pills and stuff like that and smoking. I was just going through it, you know. And then, of course, I was trying to go to college. Couldn't even really pay for that because I was at a dead-end job, part-time job, only worked, you know, part-time at a cafe. I was only making $280 every 2 weeks. So basically, I was only making like $400 or $500 a month, and that wasn't even enough to pay for my, you know, college. So I had to quit college, you know, and I was just going through life like just whatever, you know, like whatever. But when I got into the internet marketing industry, it really, I was just like everybody else. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm skeptical. This is a scam. This is like, you know. But when I got in, I was like, you know, what do I have to lose? I just went through a hurricane like 5 years ago. Like, I have nothing to lose because I've already lost a lot of stuff and started over several times. So, you know, I got in, you know, with my first company, which is the Auto Club company, well, Motor Club company. And I got in, and when I got in that company, it just blew my mind. It opened me up to a whole new world, and I was like, wow, where have you been all my life? Like, where has this opportunity been all my life? And it came to me twice. It came to me in the summer of 2012, and I, you know, overlooked it like everybody else would. You know, I was like, no, I don't need it. I'm good. Knowing dang well I needed it, but me, with my ego in the way, my pride in the way, I was like, no, I don't need it. You know, and then it came to me again, like I said, in September 2012, and I just took it as a sign from God. I'm like, okay, I'm going to trust you on this one, and I want to get in. And I am so blessed to have done that because when I did that, I've learned it so much within that company and networked with a lot of people. I learned other new skill sets and learned other avenues of the Internet, you know. And so within my first 8 months of that year, I made $12,000. Now, to some of you, that may not seem like a lot. But to me, making money online, making $12,000 in 8 months just by being online on the Internet, that is big. Because I've never done that in my life before. Yes, I've done graphic designs and videos. I was making $1,000, you know, $500 here, $300 there, whatever. But making $12,000 in 8 months in my first year, that was amazing. That was just mind-blowing, you know, but my results are not typical, of course, because all I did was just follow. I was just following what the leaders were doing. I was just watching what the other leaders was doing and, you know, and just following the flow of the Internet marketing, the industry, period. So that's what I've done. Now, some of you that's probably on here, you know, you're probably watching this replay because, of course, I know I'm going to make this a replay, of course. And you're probably live listening to me on this call. But that right there, it just blew my mind. I'm like, okay, cool, you know. So, but I learned that, you know, you have to learn skills and stuff like that. You have to actually follow a proven formula, you know. And so that's really what I've done. I spent countless of money on trainings, and I just follow what the trainings were telling me to do. You know, just like you would do when you're in class. You're going to follow exactly what the teacher put in front of your, you know, on your desk. Hey, do this, follow these directions, and that's exactly what I did. It's simple than breathing, basically. Well, you know, I'm known for the MCA training kit, yes. I am the original MCA training kit. I know a lot of people out there that they're already duplicating kind of what I've done. They have their own training kits out, their own kits. But I am known for the MCA training kit. And, of course, my software, which is the MLM Monster Lead software. That's a lead generation software. You can find that. All you have to do is Google it, look it up on YouTube, of course. And so my why, why do I do this? Why am I in here? I already knew that I was destined to be an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 13. I only had 2 regular 9-to-5 jobs only 2 in my entire little life. Like, seriously, I only had 2. And I know some of y'all are like, what? Like, you only had 2? That's it? Like, yes. After I got out of high school, I worked at Golden Corral, and after that, I worked at, the Cafe Nukes, and that was it. The rest is history. I was like, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I don't care. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I don't care if I have to fall. A lot of times I'm going to get back up, and I'm going to ride the bike again, and I'm going to make it happen. And so that was my attitude. That's still my attitude. Basically just determination. I don't care. I didn't care how long it took me. I was going to do it. But my why is providing for my family and, and others, and to have the official time and financial freedom. Now, I know some of you on here, y'all probably have kids. Y'all probably is college students. You probably, you probably have an organization that you want to actually fulfill, and you want to, you want to make money and do that. Now, what I've learned from Oprah, y'all know who Oprah is. If y'all don't, Google her. But Oprah, what I've learned from her is that, she said if your focus is just money, then you can forget it. Like, forget about even having a dream because your focus is only on money. Yeah, we know money is a tool. Okay, so understand that. Money is a tool. But if your why is not big enough, if you only say, hey, I just joined this to make money, yeah, you're not going to get that super far. But if your why is big, if your why is family and your organization and your team and, building an empire, creating an organization for homeless people and, orphan kids, that is a big why. So if you're going to have a money goal, you need to attach it to something bigger. You get what I'm saying? Oh, so now in this, in this training, what you will learn is the power and why text marketing, okay? Why text marketing is so powerful, why you should use it in your business model, why you should add it to what you're already doing, whether you're MLM, whether you're in internet marketing. I don't even care if you're a DJ or a music artist or a graphic designer. Text marketing can work for any niche, literally. You're going to also learn how to find your target audience and niche, choosing the right niche, and then after that, going after the right people. Who, what, when, where are they, of course, and where you can get effective text marketing systems. Now, I don't just use one system. There's a lot of other systems that I also use. So in here, you're going to actually find that out. And which ones you can actually use. It depends on what your business model and niche is. And you can also, where you can actually use the text marketing system at. Now, a lot of people, they think, okay, well, I'm just going to have a text marketing system and that's it. I'm just going to set it up and boom. No, that's not how you do it. I mean, because you can do it the caveman way and just do it on your own and figure things out for years and years and years, or you could just use a very simple formula and to press the buttons faster to get it there faster. I'm also going to go through a step-by-step campaign setup, how you can actually set up your campaign to where all you have to do is set it up and leave it and just drive traffic. Simple as that. Okay, so now, why text marketing? Well, for one, it's highly effective for business and individuals. I mean, think about it. Everybody has a cell phone. Everybody. Even somebody who's homeless has a cell phone. I know some people who are homeless who had a cell phone. I actually trained a few homeless people who came to me, and they were on Facebook. And I was like, yo, how are you on Facebook and you're homeless? And he was like, I'm at a library. I was like, oh, okay. So I knew he was serious because he was at a library. So I knew he had access to something. And he had a phone. So that was like, it blew my mind. I'm like, okay, he got a phone. So, like I said, it's very highly effective for business and individuals. It's easy to integrate with other media. Like, you can integrate this with Facebook, Twitter, like social media, blogging. You can integrate this with offline marketing materials. Like, seriously, it's very easy to integrate with. It's easier to engage, too, because, like I said, your average phone users, they respond immediately with text message. For example, majority of you, I sent out a text message not too long ago, like 15, and I bet majority of you, like, clicked on it to see who was texting you. Like, okay, let me answer this. Click. Oh, okay, cool. Like, you immediately, like, just hit the, respond button, or you just hit the read button just to read it. So you responded immediately. So that's it's very, very easy to engage with your customers, with, who you have. It's also cost effective. Some text marketing systems, they don't even cost a lot of money. Some of them have free plans. Some of them have, text as you go plans where you could just buy minutes and just text as you go. Pay as you go, basically. And it's quick to implement. It really is. Man, I taught my team how to do this, and they all went bonkers. Some of them, they have, like, a lot of results. They got a lot of subscribers to their text marketing system. Some of them, they, just now get into it, just now implement it with other things that they're doing. So it's really effective. It's like as simple as in telling some people, to text a word to a number. That's it, Now, next slide. Okay, so, so why is text marketing so powerful? Now, just a while ago, I told you, it's very highly effective in both business and individuals. But now here we're going to do some facts and figures, okay, basically reality. 97% of text messages are open versus only 5% of emails. Now, the only time emails really get open, is if you are an internet marketer, or if you're, like, basically if you're on the internet niche, period. I know some customers, a lot of people, like some customers, they can open it up and whatnot, but I know a lot of customers, they do text marketing, better. Like I said, I got a lot of response to emails when I was just only targeting other companies and other marketers. When I had, like, when I was regular people, it was like, no, I don't have an email, or they were like, I don't know my password to my email, so just text it to me. I'm like, okay. So this is when it really, hit me like, okay, I'm really going to use text marketing for my business. I'm going to add it to my platform. As you can see, 83% of text messages are open, like I said, immediately. 85% of Americans own a mobile phone. Like I told you, everybody has a cell phone. Everybody. And a lot of people do not leave the house without their cell phones. If they leave the house without their cell phones, they're going to go bonkers. Like, oh, my gosh, I got to go back and get my phone. 68% of Americans use text message marketing. And this is right here, this one is very important. 67% of customers prefer receiving mobile alerts. See, that is powerful. Now, if you own any business, it doesn't matter, consulting, whether it's an auto club company, whether it's a fitness company, it doesn't matter what it is. If you just tell your customers to text a word to a certain number, then they're going to get all the updates of what you have. 67% off, 30% off. Such and such. Buy one get one free. That actually, man, that is powerful right there. A lot of customers prefer that because they're always on the go. Some people are at work. They're never around their computers. Some people don't even own a computer. So that right there is very powerful itself. 4.1 billion text messages are sent daily. That, I believe, is way more than just 4.1. I believe it's like maybe 8, double that, because right now everybody's texting each other. Between social media and all this he said, she said stuff, like, yeah, so I believe that it doubled that. So, and also, last but not least, mobile users will outnumber PC users by 2014. Well, it's 2015, so I believe we already touched that base already. Like, who do you know right now who has a phone? Everybody. A lot of people are on their mobile devices, texting companies and stuff to get hired and stuff like that. So this is like very powerful. As you can see, text marketing is just, it is by far very powerful. Like, seriously, especially when it comes to automation. Okay, now, to really get started, step 1 is finding your target audience, okay? Now, first off, what? Like your product, the services you offer, okay? So what is your product? What do you have to offer? What is your niche? Are you in the fitness niche? Do you have shakes? Do you have supplements? Do you have meal plans and stuff like that you can offer? Do you own a solution company, like a business solution company? Do you have software solutions that you can give other businesses? Do you have advertisements? Are you a consultant? Like, what is your product and services that you offer? Okay, you have to define that. And once you define that and you have that, then you need to know who you are targeting. Now, I know I used to do this, especially when I first got started in my first year. I know I was like, okay, I want to target everybody. That's bad. Don't target everybody, because not everybody needs what you have, okay? You may think that, but you really have to dig down deep. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. You can dig down deep to where you can target men, women, young and old. If you're targeting anything when it comes to ages, especially if you got something that's like viable, that you want people to buy, look at 24 to 50 years old. I've learned that between that age range, I chose that age range due to the fact that between 24 and 50, everybody buys. They have responsibilities. They got kids. They have a job. They have a career. They have cars and stuff like that. So between that age range, 24 and 50, that's a great age range. Now, unless you're targeting kids, of course you still want to go with that age range. Why? Because, hello, you got to get past the parents. The parents got to buy that for their kids. So definitely stick with that age range. You can target people with job occupations if you're going to target, for example, one of my companies is a consulting and advertising to target a doctor. You know, somebody who, a private doctor who just opened up a doctor, a practice office or whatever. Instead of being in the hospital, some doctors, they go out and do their own individual work. I can target a doctor who's doing that and charge them like maybe $2,000 or $3,000 a month just for advertising or something like that. Now, some of you may be like, what? You can do that? Of course. It depends on what I'm offering them. And, of course, what is $2,000 a month to a doctor? They make that in like an hour, So you can charge, like I said, you could, choose people from job occupations, marshal status. If you want, like some people I know certain women, they are wedding planners. So, hey, you can choose married women. You can choose married men, bachelors, of that nature. You get the point, though, of who you can target. Where are these people at? Where are these people mostly at? Okay, so if you're going to target somebody that's like offline, of course you want to go offline and target them. If you're going to do social media, you can do Facebook, Twitter ads. You can do Google, Bing, online marketing. You can choose the state and city and country that they're in. If you're going to provide your service and product out the country, out the United States, of course, and you're going to target other countries like Canada. Now, what I've learned, I'm actually going to drop a little bomb right here, a nice little bomb right here. What I've learned and noticed, too, that the countries that buy the most, United States, Canada, Netherlands, Switzerland, and Australia. Oh, wait, I forgot, United Kingdom. That's six countries that buy. These are the countries that have money and people will spend like crazy. So, again, United States, Canada, Switzerland, Netherlands, what else did I say? Australia, and United Kingdom, okay? So those are countries that y'all can also target, especially if you want to know where, especially if you want international, too. That's also a good thing. When? Okay, so when? When is the perfect time for your products, for you to really push your products? Now, this is kind of tricky. It depends on what you have, okay? For example, if I was doing a clothing line, right now the summer is about to end and winter is about to come. So winter would be the perfect time for me to start bringing out hoodies and, snapback hats and wool, what is that? Pullover hats, beanies. There you go, beanies. I could bring that type of, clothing line out to the winter market and hit up states like all the northern states, like New York City, Boston, Pennsylvania, Iowa, Detroit, because they all get the snow. So people, of course, they're going to continue to buy, hoodies and big jackets and hats and stuff like that and gloves. So I can come out with a clothing line with straight up winter products and target everybody in those states. Like super target those people because they are in snow all the time. So, think about that. Whatever your product is, and, you can do some testing. Of course, do the whole year out and test some things out to see what season everybody is looking, that you make more sales than. I know right now, I think a lot of people buy during the winter anyways, because Christmas is right around the corner. You have Thanksgiving, so it's like, yeah. Like, I think the winter is one of the main ones that, the main season that people buy in. Morning and nights and evenings, for me, one of my companies I do, I actually own, I have to make calls in the morning because a lot of business owners, they wake up at like 4 in the morning or 8 in the morning. And so I have to make those calls early in the morning. Why? Because, well, for one, the business owner is not going to be super busy. And two, I can book them for a quick meeting. I can visit them like at 10 before he gets super busy, and then, or whatnot. So that is something to think about too. And problem solve. Like, figure out the problem and know and believe that you are the solution. Know that your product and service is the solution, okay? Figure out what the problem is. Especially if you're talking to a client, of course, build rapport, ask those certain type of questions, just to figure out what's their problem. Like I said, it depends on who you're targeting, too. So if you're targeting people, like, okay, well, you know what, this is a perfect time to even do an example. Let me see. Here's an example. The example, okay, so what? Super Flea Control, that's my product, okay? And who am I targeting? I'm targeting pet owners and veterinarians, okay? And where? Where can I find these people? Well, pet stores, local veterinarian doctors, their offices and stuff like that. And when do I can hit them up? I can hit them up in the mornings, 8 a.m., 12 p.m. I would really hit them up during the summer because a lot of fleas and all these insects, for some odd reason, they want to make eggs. They want to populate, and, because it'd be raining during the summer. So, you notice that a lot of mosquitoes and stuff come out, especially if you're down in the south, and this is where it gets really hectic. You probably see your dogs and all of that nature, even cats, be itching and scratching during the summertime mostly. Because in the wintertime, you're not going to see them itch that much because everything's like dead. It's too cold. So that definitely will be a good way. A good time to do that. And, of course, the problem will be solved because I have the solution to get rid of those ticks and fleas, It's called Super Flea Control, So I'm getting rid of those massive fleas on anything that's furry, whether it's a cat, dog, a gerbil. Doesn't matter if it's a rabbit, because they got fur too. So, this is just a little example, just how I would go about doing it. You could write this stuff down too, before you even have a product, or if you have a product, you want to write that down. Right? Okay, what's my product? Okay, this is what I have. Okay, who will I target? If you do that, then you will have a clear vision on when it comes to marketing your business, period. Okay? I've learned this from experience too, from my mentors, that if you don't know who your target market is, you're going to go out there blindfolded, and you're just going to be putting stuff out there, marketing all types of ways. So it's so important, it is so vital that you know who you're targeting, okay? Step 2, where can I get my text marketing system from? Well, some of the ones that I've done a lot of research, and just seeing which ones are like the best, and so here are the best ones I've came across that works effectively. I don't use all of them. I use just a few of them for certain things. Slicktext.com is a good one. EasyTexting.com, that's EasyTexting.com. If you already have this study guide out, you already got it. So you already got the links. Callfire.com is one, and Text Alerts. All these, they are not all the same. They're all text marketing systems, but some of them are different. Some cost-effective. Some of them cost different prices, So you can look at these websites, see which ones are better for your business model. Some of them offer more. I think a few of them offer mobile layout, kind of like a mobile website, like a custom website. I think 2 of them, actually I know 2 of them, the other 2, they offer voicemail commands, like basically a voicemail broadcasting system with their plans and stuff like that. And, so, you can just choose one that you really believe is best for your business model. Like I said, it depends on what you have. I like Slick Text. I like the other ones, of course, too, especially like Text Alert. Text Alert, that's a great one right there, too. But all of them does the similar same thing, you know. They send out a text message blast and everything. And they all have a keyword, a text keyword, okay? So step 3, you know, where can you use text marketing? Well, if you own an MLM company, well, I wouldn't say own, but if you're an independent business owner of one, that is a great way to start getting people to your business, is having them text a number, okay? So MLM companies, real estate, if you're in real estate, that's one, two right there. Brick and mortar companies, franchise, if you own a franchise, you want more customers, that's a way to attract people. Your own products and services, affiliate marketing and CPA. I've never known anybody to do text marketing when it came to affiliate marketing and CPA. Actually, a few people I know who do it already. But when I tried it with my product, that actually works too, you know, because I know sometimes when paid advertisement funds are low and, you know, you really don't, you don't want to be on Facebook all the time, well, hey, do text marketing, you know. And so these are some great places you can utilize it at. Of course, you can utilize in other places like fitness company. You can do, what else? If you're doing politics, like if you're running for president or something like that, you can use it right there. Keep your candidates updated with, you know, your elections and your talks and stuff like that, you know. Restaurants, when I was working at the cafe, this is when I didn't know anything about marketing. But when I was in the cafe, you know, they had a text marketing system. I was like, okay, I didn't even know what it was. You know, and my manager one time, you know, at the time, he was like, hey, we sent out a text message to our customers talking about buy one, get one free tonight deals, yada, yada, yada. I was like, okay, yeah, well, that's not going to work. You know, I just thought it wasn't going to work at all. But little did I know it worked, because within that hour, I seen a lot of customers come in through the door with their phone out talking about, hey, we just received your text message about the buy one, get one free meal. And, you know, we were just in town already, all, you know, just driving about, and we just seen the text message and decided to stop by. I was like, what? That worked? And so basically what that did, that increased their sales that night. Like, they just gained, like, some new customers all because of that text message they sent out, you know, to their customers who subscribed. So this is a great way for you to build your list even more, not just through email, but through text messages. So not only do you have people who got emails, but you got people who own phones too. See, the best of both worlds. I know some light bulbs are going off right now. Like, oh, that's not a bad idea. So definitely add this to your platform. Okay, now here's the nitty-gritty of everybody wants to know how to do, and that's how to launch your campaign. Step 4, how to launch your actual text marketing campaign. Okay, now step 1, you're either going to go to, you know, sliptext.com or any of the ones that you choose, whether it's easy texting, whether it's Callfire, Text Alert, one of those natures. Even if you have a software that requires, like if it's a web-based software, of course the same kind of model, you can do the same thing. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to one of the websites. Then you're going to click on their sign-up button. If they have a sign-up button, click on it, and you're going to create your have to pay. Some of them you have to pay as you go. Others you can sign up for free. You know, so when you sign up, you want to check your cell phone and your email. Why? Because it's for confirmation. They have to confirm that you are a real person and you're not a robot, like anything else. But it's best if you check both your cell phone and your email, because in your email they're going to have a link in there telling you, hey, confirm your email, click. You're going to do that. Also, step 3, you're going to set up your custom text word, okay? This is the word that people actually opt in, okay? For example, if you got like some LSU clothing that you're selling, you can tell everybody, hey, if you want a new LSU custom-made Tiger hoodie, text Go Tiger to 31996 to get your discount. And trust me, a lot of people are going to text that word, Go Tigers. That is the keyword. Okay, so that's the keyword that, you know, they're going to text that word to that number, and then bam. You know, this is where it gets interesting too, is the setup. You have to set up your auto reply message. Okay. Basically, keep it simple. Use link shorteners for this. It's very important that you do that, because Some systems, they only allow like certain amount of numbers and words to be put in there, because some of them, they actually have an opt-out button or opt-out link for them to opt out, because some people, if they don't want to receive your messages anymore, they can just say, they can just send the word stop to that number and it'll stop the messages. But to set up the auto-reply messages, like I said, just keep it simple. It don't have to be everything about your business, because guess what? You're not going to be putting everything about your business on there. It's just to get them to your website or to you, whatever you're sending them to, okay? So use a link shortener. That's very important. It'll actually help you see who's clicking on that link to see if that's really working. If not, you can go in there and always check it up. 5, always keep it simple. Like I said, simple sales. Just, keep it simple. Now, the text message cycle. Now, what are you seeing is this is how I set up my stuff. Okay, this is how I set up my campaigns. This is exactly how it actually should go. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to drive traffic to the text word. Like I said, like if I was selling LSU Tiger jacket or something, I would tell everybody, hey, to get your 15% off discount on the LSU Tiger jackets, text Go Tigers to 31996. So when they text that word, they're going to get text auto reply. Now, within that text auto reply, like I said, you can bring them to a website, a capture page, a video. You can send them to, like if you're in the MLM business or whatnot, you can send them to a recorded call if it's your prospects to listen to a call. They can, like I said, you can send them something. Now, just a quick note. If you are going to send them to a website or a capture page, please, by all means, please make sure your website and your capture page is mobile friendly. If it's not mobile friendly, then it will not work at all. So it has to be mobile friendly. It has to actually, like, people have to be able to get on it on their phones, okay, or on their iPads. So make sure it's mobile friendly. Now, after that, you're going to have to follow up, of course, and qualify by using text alerts. You can text blast them. I wouldn't say text blast them every day because that is, like, terrible. They would get mad and unsubscribe. But definitely you want to follow up and qualify them, especially if you're in MLM or whatnot. You want to qualify them. If you have customers, like I said, use text alerts. And then you're going to close them and, closing them by texting or scheduling a meeting. If it's, like I said, if it's your customers, they're going to probably automatically buy or meet you somewhere or go to your store and buy something, especially if you're having great deals and discounts. So last but not least, of course, in this process, the cycle, the customer buys. And they're going to stay plugged into that text alert. And then they'll probably tell their friends, like, oh, my gosh, you can get 15% off of, lotion from Avon or Mary Kay. All you have to do is text Avon to 31996, to that number, and bam, you're subscribed. You get all the discounts and updates. And like I said, people like it, So this is a way of how it's all set up, of how the cycle actually goes. Now, step 5 is setting up your text ad. Just right here, you see the picture. If you can really see that, you probably have to zoom in. But basically, all you have to do is, and this is how people would do it. They would go to their phone, they would type in the keyword right here in the message box, and then in the to field, who they're sending it to, they're going to type in the number. Now, depending on their plan, their phone plan, their cell phone plan, rates may actually apply. It just depends on your cell phone company, whether it's C-Spire, whether it's T-Mobile or AT&T. It doesn't matter. It just all depends on your cell phone provider. That's when the rates only applies for them. Some of them, if you have unlimited, you don't have to worry about that. But like I said, that's only when rates apply, depending on your cell phone company. Make sure the keywords. Now, when I do the keywords, when I'm doing a keyword, like I'm choosing the keyword, sometimes I make sure it's one word. But if I'm doing something like a webinar, like some of you did, I put in webinar cash. That's my 2 words. But don't go over past that. Don't go past limited. Like the maximum limit, I would say, is 3 words. Well, no, I'll take that back. 2 words. only when you create a keyword, only do at least 1 or 2 words. That's it. Don't go past it. Don't make it super long. This is just a short word, okay? So you want to make it so simple for people to text it and make them not have to write a whole sentence, you know? So basically that's like, it's like a coupon code, you know? So keep it like that, you know? But as you can see, that's how they're going to type it in. They're going to put the keyword in there, and then they're going to put the number and press send. So they can click the links in the message to receive any, you know, emails and stuff from you or whatnot. They can click the link to go to your website to see what you're about. This is great, especially if you have an app. If you have your own app, you can send them straight to your app and have them download it. Now, the text marketing, FYI, okay, for your info. This is like a little summary. Keep auto-reply message short, sweet, and simple, okay? Always give a call to action, always, okay? Tell them, hey, visit my website. You know, in your text, add an auto-reply. So, for example, like I said, if I was selling, you know, the Tigers, you know, I'm not even an LSU fan, but I'm just using that example. So you can, like I said, go on Facebook and type in an ad and say, hey, I got, you know, jackets for sale. Text the words "Go Tigers" to 31996 to get your 15% off, and I'll send you the update. Boom. They text that. In your auto reply, give another call to action. Click here to get the official jacket. Boom. You know, or call this number, you know, to order today. You get what I'm saying? You have to make a call to action. You can't just say, now, some people, they may be like, oh, thank you for subscribing to our list. You know, stay updated, such and such. But a lot of companies, they put, you know, thank you for subscribing, go to our official website here, click. They'll have, like, some type of shorter link, or they'll have their official website if it's not too long. Also, if you're going to do text blast alerts and follow-ups, limit that to 1 to 3 times a month, whether that's once a week or twice every 2 weeks. That works. You don't want to always, like, blow them up. It's not like I said, it's not an email marketing thing. It's a phone. Some people don't even like their phones being blown up by companies. So if you got a sale going on, of course, yeah, hit them up maybe once or twice. Hey, you know, this Friday is such and such. Boom. Do another text after 3 days. Hey, don't forget this Friday we're having a sale. Boom. You know, so do it like that. Don't spam it, because it will stop. They will be like, unsubscribe. Trust me, they will do that. Also, guide your audience to your main direction. So if your main direction is to guide them to your website, then do that. Tell them, hey, click here to visit us at such and such. Follow me on Facebook at, you know, and put your Facebook link. Like, right now, this is one way you can really get a lot of people to your Facebook. If your main foundation is Facebook and you want a lot more people to your Facebook, this is one way you can do it. You can say, hey, just text this number to such and such, add me on Facebook, boom. You get more updates. Okay, boom. You know, that's one way you can literally do that, especially if you want to get your engagement and stuff up. Like I said, tell people to text you. If you have a company, my team members in one of my companies, they use this during, one of their offlines. They use this method during drop cards, and when they're doing postcard marketing, they add the text marketing strategy to this. They implement it in there to where they get it through their head like everybody has a phone, so sometimes people are not going to want to call you. They're going to want to text, you know, because you might be busy too. So they definitely use this. And, I mean, it's great to actually, you know, use that method in anything, especially if you're doing offline or something like that, or online. Getting paid, closing sales. You can, like I said, you can implement this with YouTube, in your YouTube videos, and in your descriptions. Facebook, of course. You can do this on Craigslist. I have to say, I have used this on a lot of classes. Just say, yeah, it blows up quickly. So that's one place you can really utilize it at. Paid advertisement, that's a great place too. But Facebook, classified as YouTube, those are main 3 places that really gets traffic, especially if you know how to rank videos and you know how to really do Facebook ads. That's a great way to really boost your conversions and stuff. basically boost your lead flow too. Okay, understanding your own compensation plan, whether it's, your own prices of your own company or your MLM company, you want to understand that so that way you know how many sales you're going to get from doing text marketing. So say that I have 500 plus subscribers. Out of that 500, I would usually have 300, not even maybe 250 out of that 500 that actually reply to me like that. And out of that 250, I might literally have about 50 people. They will be interested in really what offers I give them, and out of that 50, maybe 10 will actually buy. And then at 10, I'll have half of those, 5 loyal customers that will be buying back to back to back to back. So it's all a numbers game, Also, making sure you're setting up your account right, because you want to make sure you have all your accounts set up, whether it's your PayPal account. You want to make sure you have your auto reply messages, text message auto replies, very, very neat, short, sweet, simple, leading to something. Like I said, leading to a capture page or anything. And you want to understand the method of delivery and the time frame. Like I said, the time frame, a lot of people, because I know some people might ask questions like, okay, well, when should I text people? Well, I usually text people in the afternoon between 11 a.m. to 5. Anything after 5, people will get mad and cuss you out. They're like, oh, why is this person texting me? It's late, yada, yada. So you can text people between, basically 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 p.m. Okay, that is a great time frame because, 1, 8 in the morning, some people don't even like their job, so guess what? They're always on their phone. So if you text them something, they're going to look at it while they're at work. So between 8 and 5 p.m., that's a great time frame to text people, text blast them, to send out, notifications or whatnot or whatever you have going on. That's a great time frame. And just the closing of this, I literally want to thank everybody who's on this call live with me. And actually, if you're watching this or on a replay, of course, because I might have this actually up somewhere on the internet. Thank you. Thank you for actually joining in. It all starts with you. At the end of the day, it all starts with you being consistent and available, okay? You have to really be consistent with this. That's exactly how I've been successful with this method, is because I've been doing this for literally 60 days. And just testing, building it, working on it, making sure it's duplicatable, and making sure it's a success for everybody. For anybody who want to use this and add this to their business model. Now, some people, they may have problems, be like, oh, I don't know. But, other people, they may take this and run with it and actually put it to good use. So, like I said, it all starts with you. You got to take action. You got to go in there, if you have to rewind this, especially if you're watching on a replay. Right now, if you have your study guide download, go up into one of those websites. Go check out Easy Texting. Go check out TextAlert. Go check out all those websites and see which text marketing system that you actually really want to utilize. See which ones fit your benefits the best, okay? Because any of them, they all work. Literally, they all work. You just have to work them. You just have to, put it all together, use what I told you, and make it happen. Now, I'm just putting a nice finishing touches on the actual huge training course. I know some people, they have my manuals that I've done for text marketing, but I'm actually coming out with the full video version, okay, of this training course. Basically, I'm actually going to show you exactly how I've done this, okay? This right here, this is the blueprint. This is the actual blueprint of how it's all set up, okay? I basically just gave you the nuts and bolts to this, okay? The video that I have that I'm actually coming out with, you're going to be able to look over my shoulders and watch how I do this. Watch how I set my funnels up. Watch how I set my text messages up. You're going to get access to the text scripts that I've used that actually works, and I used to close people in my business and, recruiting new members and having customers buy from me, you're actually going to be able to get the scripts that I use. Also, you're going to get scripts of, classified ads that I've used, but the scripts that I've used, how I got them to text my number. Those ones that I'm actually going to do. Some people, actually not some, all. I'm only gonna let this is gonna be an only early bird special just for today. Now, I spoke to a lot of my team members. I spoke to a lot of my business colleagues, and they was like, this is some very valuable information. Nobody has ever done a text marketing, training. Nobody. Everybody always doing videos and SEO, and they've always done Craigslist training, but nobody has not once touched up on text marketing. So I know a lot of people missed out on, the text marketing world. So I just picked it up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to run with this, So I spoke to my colleagues. They was like, you should really charge an arm and a leg. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. This is text marketing. No. I'm not going to charge thousands of dollars for this, although the information is worth way more than that, up to the thousands. But instead of me charging that for the early bird special, but before I even say anything, for those of you who already have my Slick Text Marketing 2.0 training, y'all really don't have to order the early bird special because you're going to be grandfathered in to the video training course. So yeah, go ahead and yippee. Go ahead and act the fool for that one. Just smile. That's all you need to do. Smile like yes. So if you already have bought my Slick Text Marketing Training 2.0, then you're going to be grandfathered into the video course. Okay, now this is going to be a totally different name for it. But for those who want to actually know the meat and potatoes of it, how it's actually done, how it can be set up, whatnot, because how to strategically basically do it. The early bird special I'm going to do for this is only $27. Okay, I know they're like, wait, what? 27? What? That's it? Yeah, I know, only $27. Okay, this is going to include. You're going to get the manuals up front already. Okay, you're going to get the manuals, the Slick Text Marketing 2.0 manuals. You're going to get the new text marketing scripts. You're going to get the classified scripts. You're going to get me one-on-one on the. Oh, excuse me. Oh, wow. That was a big one. But you're going to get me one-on-one on the phone with you, actually helping you put this together piece by piece. Okay, I'm going to help you put this together piece by piece on the phone. And then we're going to all transfer. We're going to actually watch me put this together, watch me post the ads, watch me go into other sources that will also help with text marketing. So I want to thank everybody to join this call. And, wow, let me see if I can open this up for some questions. If you have any questions, I believe you can press *6 to unmute yourself. I'll answer any questions. You can add me on Facebook as well and ask me any questions there, too. So let me see. Does anybody have any questions? Y'all can just press *6 if you have any questions. Okay. Okay, now the call is unmuted. So does anybody have any questions, any concerns, any of things of that nature?
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Who am I speaking with?
It's Byron.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, we talked a few times on Facebook. I know it's been a long time. I won't keep you very long. But I'm just trying to grasp the whole picture here. I deal mostly with MCA, okay? And I just wonder, should I find something to go along with? Could all my text just be about, you can only text about your landing page, your capture page only so many times, to find some other sites to put on there, or I'm just trying to.
Oh, well, what you can do is, like, in your text, like, I would, like, if you could, I don't know if there is one out there, I don't know, you can send them to a call or a video. That's one way you can do it. Because you got to, like, you can warm up to people, because some of these people are not really warm markets. They're like, well, yeah, they might like warm markets, yeah, especially if you're going on Facebook. Mainly that's cold market right there. But it depends on the traffic you have. You can send them to, like, a video. And me, myself, I tell them to send me their name and number so I can call them and talk to them. So, like, for MCA, that's what I've done. I told them, hey, send me your name and number, and I'll set up an interview with you. So okay, I did it that way.
So you do the individual text, and you don't do the group thing when you do that, right? My auto reply message is set up with my Google Voice number, and I tell them to text me their name and number to that number, to my Google Voice number. So okay. When I see a name and number pop up on my Google Voice, I know that they received my text message from MCA. So that's one way you could do it if you're going to do interviews or whatnot. You could do it that way. You can also, this works too. You can also send them to an application form. Like, you can create you an application form. I'm actually going to send you a file on that. I got to find it. You can create an application form for them. Basically, just like any other job would do. They can just fill out that form. Basically, just to help you qualify them so you won't waste any time. If you're doing CPA offers or affiliate marketing, which I know you probably do also, you do the groups, certain groups. I do it, but I do it with pictures, promo pictures and videos. That works best if you're going to do affiliate marketing. Now, one other question, and then I'm going to get how about building your list? I mean, I got, I'm kind of having a kind of rough, building, where do you would like to get more subscribers?
You could buy leads. Now, that's a quick way to build your list. You can buy leads. Some places they have where you could buy all of the information. You can buy the emails, you can buy the phone numbers, and you can text people that way. But I built my list with one of my softwares, one of my email softwares, and of course, I really didn't. Nah. See, text marketing, I never told them to email me, but that's one way you can do it too. You can have them. You can say, hey, thank you for subscribing. Email me at this email for more information. And so that's one way you can get their information too. They'll email you for more information, and you can add their email to your autoresponder. So for each person that requests information and they email you, you could put in your autoresponder and save it that way. That's one way you could actually build that list up too. The quickest way to do it, of course, if you have any little money, advertising money to do it, is Facebook ads and Google PPC and stuff like that.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody else have a question? I believe you can press *6 to unmute yourself. If you have any more questions, let me see. Okay, I don't think anybody else have any more questions. But yes, like I said, this text marketing is, yeah. If you really want, like I said, for more information on the Early Bird Special and for the video training course or whatnot, you can email me at ninitheidealist@gmail.com. Of course, you can go to my website, www.ninitheidealist.org. Or if you're on Facebook, you have me on Facebook, facebook.com/theofficialidealist, or just type in Nini Deaux, Dedeaux. You can look me up. and, asked about the early bird special for the text marketing training. Again, I want to appreciate everybody who came out live with me on this text marketing training. Y'all will get alerts for the text marketing, like I will be emailing y'all, texting y'all, of course, about more free training calls and updates of that nature. So this is Nina Dillis, and I appreciate everybody coming out. Now, if you're on this, of course, if you're on this recorded version, the recorded webinar version, you're looking at this on any capture page, you can look below this video. You're going to see testimonials. You're going to see everything that this text marketing training features, what's all included in it, of course, and, just get involved. Add this to your platform. I mean, by now you understand that text marketing is a great way to actually market your business. It's so direct. All people have a cell phone. You can get in front of so many people with this. And send your product to them, and let them know what you have. Let them know that you have something of value. You can give value like this, especially, this is great, especially if you want to give value, even more value to your customers. Hey, you can just say, hey, I just did a free video, text video to 31996, and I'll send you the video. And when people text that number, when they text the word video to that number, then they're going to see your video. They can visit your blog. Like, it's so many ways you can utilize text marketing to drive more traffic to your website, to drive more traffic to your business. So this is a great, like I said, this is a great way, to use it. I think I've had somebody on here that was creating something for text marketing too. So, if you own your own product already that has something to do with text marketing or actually SMS, softwares and stuff like that, you can utilize this. You can have this as like a training for people who are in business, who are going to actually pay for your, software solution. You can have this as a bonus. Hey, look, let me show you how to get your customers involved in your business. Let me show you how to utilize this online, through paid advertising. So, again, this is Ingrid Dillis. I want to thank everybody for, joining this call, and I'll see you on the other side. Make sure you contact me anytime. Like I said, you can email me, ingrididillis@gmail.com. You can also, text me, hit me up at 747-333-6467, and I'll be glad to answer any questions and be of assistance. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day.